fairly a decent lifestyle. Hey guys, welcome to Personal Finance, and today we have an interesting discussion, right? One of the members reached out to us saying that you explain the Excel to me because I wanted to make a financial plan for myself and my family. I said, okay, why not? We can have a conversation of and explaining the Excel, and I can take a brief inputs about his expenses and try to show him how to model the financial plan. So here's a conversation. In case you want to be a member, you can go ahead and join our community. You can see that there's a join button here. You can go ahead, join our community, and we can be an active part of this community. It's 29 rupees per month only. 29 rupees per month. Yes, that's the thing. And it's not about we want to. This money is primarily because of raising funds, and you can also have some sort of benefits being a member, right? In case you have some doubts on the plan, you can quickly ask me. We can jump into a call. You can be through your financial plan. So again, if you are new here, please subscribe. If you are subscribed and you know the value of this channel, please do join. And if you want to join the cause of expanding the financial knowledge, please do join. Please also read disclaimers that we are not financial or an investment advisory firm, right? We are not. We encourage you to go ahead and please consult any SEBI registered investment advisors. We are just modeling Excels based on your data and your input. Okay, so enjoy the conversation and happy financial planning. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get a ballpark number with the first sheet that I'm sharing right now.
Okay.
For your retirement only. Okay, not the other goals. But we'll only have the ballpark number. From there, we'll begin computing and putting details of your expenses. Okay. So I think just to explain this sheet to you and the viewers also, what we can do is, I think your ballpark. This is only a ballpark estimation. We will come to a second sheet wherein we'll fill details. Okay. So I think the ballpark that you gave was about 15 lakh rupees annual expense, right? Ballpark.
Right.
Around 15 lakhs. Of course, when we come to second sheet, we'll fill in a lot more details into it, right? So if we just consider, and your current age being 50, right? Around 50. If we just consider that, I was doing some calculations today as well, and I posted it on YouTube as well, is that, I was computing the worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario for anybody who is 50. Absolute worst, like it cannot go any worse than that, right?
Okay.
So that came out to be that, and what computation were those were that, what if, an investor generally has a cognitive decline after 65, 70 years of age.
Correct.
If somebody doesn't have an active financial advisor as a company, not individual, right? Because if you have a financial advisor company, organization, they will ensure that you have been taken care of. But if you have a financial advisor individual, right, it's very difficult because they also will not be having the ability to do it after 60 years of age, right? So,
correct.
So if I have assumed that, that there is a decline in cognitive abilities that somebody will have, that means they will not be able to beat inflation as well, right? I looked at all the bond rates and I looked at majority of things, right? What will happen if certain things go bad. And this is what I came across in this sheet. If you see here, that I was taking a lot of inputs, and I came across this, that for a age 50 years of age, right? If you see this particular cell, if you can see, I have marked it yellow, right? Per lakh, you need 57 lakh rupees for retirement, per lakh of expense. Understood, right? Okay. Per lakh of expense, you need 57 lakh rupees for this. And if you have 15 lakh expense, that means you need about 8.5 crore rupees for retirement. And this is considering till 100 years of age.
Okay.
This is so worst case that probably, economy is declining. You are not able to, you are gaining from bond rates. So for the users, I would say bond rate would mean that FD rates, right? As an example.
Correct. Got it.
Now, if you put that worst case here, say one has 8 crore rupees.
So 1.5 lakhs should be fairly.
This is only for retirement. Okay. Only for retirement. If somebody has 8 crore rupees, with the initial, I would say, if one is 50 years of age, I would say that you should begin with a 50-50 plan. That
Equity
means
debt,
50 equity, 50 debt.
right.
Okay. I would say that you go ahead with modeling the debt tax and modeling equity tax. We can go ahead with 30% flat tax if you want, but let's say, before we get direct tax code, let us say we have modeling. Modeling would mean what basically mean equity taxation will reach 30%, taxation in the next 6 to 7 years. It will. It has to. You understand, right? It has to go. I mean,
Right.
why will government leave us from taxing
Correct.
that, right? They will go ahead
Correct.
and tax it. That's one. And second is I have considered, let's consider 1,000 simulation right now for the exercise of this. We consider 1,000 Monte Carlo simulations. And I have considered that for an age of 50, let me consider Nifty will give returns of only 9.5%. And there is a standard deviation of 16%. This standard deviation 16% came from the fact that I checked most of the mutual funds, right? The mutual funds which give 9.5% Nifty, I'm talking about pre-tax. Post-tax, this will be 8.2. You understand, right? This is so much conservative, right? So the assumptions are pretty, and we have considered inflation as 7%. Now, why 7% is at age 50? If you ask me at age 50, like yesterday also you were speaking, right? There is largely your lifestyle is set. I mean, I'm talking only about retirement, right? Other goals is different. Education will be 15% inflation, right? But just for retirement, that is basic necessities of life. What I talk about, your food, you're going out, you're stepping out, taking a small vacation locally, right? Not international. That's a different thing altogether. With 15 lakh expense, your house maintenance, right? As an example. Those things will not cross 6-7% right now, considering 50 years of age. But if you were 35, I would encourage to consider 9% in inflation. Your age right now, right? Your age right now is 50, right? If you can see here, right? 50 years of age. Let's say we'll rebalance. Every 5 years. Are you okay if you rebalance? Or every 7 years? Ideally 7 years, because you will have emergency fund with you. But whatever. So let's say we are doing it every 5 years, right? For example, I do a rebalancing here, say, and rebalancing is 40. Now, initially it was 50, right? So I'm going with 40%. And then I will go with 30% after, again, 7 years. And then I'll go to 20%. Okay? And I'll stick to 20% because equity exposure has to be 20% always. The way we should see it as whenever market has outperformed your expectations. That means whenever market has outperformed according to a plan 9.5% pre-tax, right? If market outperforms 9.5% pre-tax returns, you should refill your emergency fund bucket. Understood, right?
Got it.
We should not wait for that. Market has given 12% right now. Let me wait for it to give 13%. No. There is a plan we are following, right?
Right.
But we will check how long will 8 crore rupees last. And the 8 crores came from the absolute worst that I made, right? Correct. So let's click to calculate. It's running a lot of simulations, Monte Carlo, right? It's done right now. Now, if you see, right, and I consider if you see 85% confidence, right? It says here that 85% confidence that the amount will last till 84 years of age. Right?
Okay.
It will drop significantly at 95 years. It will only come to 30%. Right? And why is it happening? It's happening because if you see in our assumptions itself, right, we have considered 9.5% pre-tax. Post-tax has become 8.2. Correct? And that is something that nobody ideally recommends. For example, if you see here, this table, if you see here, the real rate of return, if we consider real rate of return is minus 2%, that means you are losing money every year.
Correct.
The amount lasts till 85 years of age. You got right?
Yeah.
So 8 crore corpus if somebody has, and 15 lakh annual expense if somebody has, right? The simulations show that it is good for 85 years with a reasonable confidence of 80%. I generally go with 75% confidence, but this, in your case, it's almost similar. Both are similar, right? So at 85, it comes at 80% confidence, and 86, it comes at 70% confidence. Both are same, no problem. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move to the detailed sheet, which is goal-based planning. Okay. This is the ballpark for retirement alone, right? I'll explain this to you because you were having some doubts, and post that also you can change the way you want. So let's say
46, which is my spouse's age.
46 age we can put, no problem. Right?
Yeah.
Let's say you have to have 46 only. And let's say your corpus right now is, let's say 10 crores. Right? Let's say, is this a assumption that I'm making here, okay? So we can just put it as 5 crores, 3 crores, 2 crores, whatever you wish, right? We can put it. So for time being, I'm putting that your corpus is set, let's say 10 crores, right? In this particular case. So let's say we are going with 50-50 for goal 1, right? And everything is similar. Okay. Everything is similar. I have put 9.5% here. I have considered, let's say you're considering 7% as your debt returns and 1.5% deviation. Okay. This is for goal 1. Okay. This is for goal 1. It's not an issue at all. So okay. So let's fill in let's fill in your goals slowly and steadily then now, right now. Okay, fine. So let's talk about your expenses now. You live in an own house?
Yeah, own house.
No EMIs?
No EMI.
So for me, it came 8.58 lakhs annually. I mean, it's commendable because let's come to your kids' education. And right now, you said that we will be roughly giving roughly about, let's say 4 lakhs. Let's say 4 lakhs.
Yeah.
Let's say 4 lakhs, right? So does this look reasonable? 4 lakhs, 40,000, 4 lakhs, 84, 44.
Yeah,
3 lakhs is, I think it's reasonable for a master's or a post-graduation. With scholarship, of course. Else, you will have to consider at least 60 lakhs each year. I'm going to put only let's say 3% for the car's inflation. Reason being is you will also get a depreciation value of the car, right?
Yeah, some selling.
Some selling, and that'll counter the insurance and the thing also. Till your wife is 70 or
yes, max
70 max. Okay, 70 maximum. And I have taken 10% increase as a generous inflation, actually.
Yeah, good enough, I think.
Yeah. And I will consider international vacations for you and your wife, say till you are 65. Is it okay? Till she's 65. 65?
65.
It's right.
Got it. Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So this is the sheet is filled completely, and what we'll do is see, this is allocation. Okay, this is our allocation. For example, we have taken initially 10 crore corpus, right? Here it's 10 crore corpus. Initial corpus is 10 crores. Yeah. Now you can fill it the way you want, your corpus the way you want. That's up to you. Let's say I am putting 70% of corpus on goal 1. Okay. I am putting 20% on corpus on goal 2. So I have considered you're not putting any more salaries to this, okay? This sheet. No more salaries. Okay.
Yeah.
And rest all things is fine here. Let's see that, no problem. We'll put 10 and check. We can modify the way you want, because anyway we are not discussing your corpus. You can put the way you want it, right? So goal 1 is done. So goal 1 shows that 80% confidence. So you are through with goal 1. Okay. So goal 2 is, let me see. Goal 2 is till she is 53 years of age. It says, it's clear. Expenses are till 53 and this is still 53. Let me just check once. Some new way. But then in my view, this is a fairly a decent lifestyle. Through, if you can check your corpus, put expenses and check.